Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to BioShock Infinite Burial at Sea DLC. I suppose let's continue. I'm gonna have to remember what I'm supposed to have done. It's been really hard to get back to this game. Like, really hard. Considering this is just a short DLC and there is this high chance that I'm just gonna end up
Done.
well, I guess I didn't need that, but I guess that's nice that that's there. Let's see. If I use possession on this, it should give me some more money and potential increase my frozen state duration. I should have been using Hypnotize the whole time, and it didn't really occur to me that the new system of BioShock Infinite would just directly feed into the old interfaces of Rapture. And money, well, bullets are being more of an issue right now than other things. So we'll switch back to this carbine. We'll just take that, and we're looking for the little girl, and we got Old Man Winter, and we can just walk here.
What's she to you? Why risk life and limb?
It's part of the job.
You owe me no explanation.
She's just another orphan. After Fontaine went down, city was loud.
And?
I don't know. You have a reason for every stupid thing you've ever done? He started showing up, looking peaked. More fool me to feed the brat. Should have known she would never leave.
How did you lose her?
It's none of your business.
It's so strange that it feels like you could potentially get up to this point just with enough height, but that may not actually be the case. And it also kind of feels like we might very well be close to the ending the game. Let's see, if I use Old Man Winter, I can't use as many as I could Fireball or Shock Jockey. So I probably just want to stay here just because it's too expensive to use Old Man Winter. So it seems kind of silly then if this Booker DeWitt just kind of adopted this girl Sally. Maybe that comes down to why Elizabeth is here. She might be upset that she was replaced. I guess that could make sense. Let's see. Melee kills give a small of health. Melee executions give a large amount of health compared to plasmids to kill an enemy returns some Eve. I'm gonna equip that since I am ending up using a lot of melee kills, more than I would prefer, because I would prefer there be none in the game. And again, we're in Rapture. We've run into a few splicers, but hardly significant amount or any real difficult collection. We keep picking up these dolls that are worth money, and that's not something we've seen in any BioShock game up to this point. And we're moving forward, so I don't know if we've hit a halfway point on the first part of the DLC, or look, she's not even gonna get in, or if we've hit the full waypoint. She just kind of teleported in. Just finding out that Sally hung out with Booker DeWitt.
Something about you doesn't sit right.
Doesn't really add
Wouldn't
anything.
peg you as the Rapture type. Not even a little.
If you mean I have no interest in joining the Andrew Ryan book club, you'd be right. Just another set of fanatics with a different set of books.
Wow, this doesn't look very good.
I gamble.
What?
You asked me how I lost Sally. I gamble. Took her somewhere kids got no business being. I was winning. In a place like that, you don't let a kid out of your sight.
But you did.
Yeah, and here we are. But the million-dollar question is, what's she to you?
I have an interest in reuniting you with her. Isn't that reason enough?
It's like...
Let's hope Cohen was on the level when he said this is where we'd find Sally.
I can only imagine what they would do with a child in a place like this.
Cohen's halfway to Splicetown. Probably thought putting a child in prison would be high art.
The sooner we find her, the better.
It's like she's running some kind of experiment to maybe see what this Booker DeWitt would do if it was a different daughter. Like,
Sally, come
maybe
out of
it doesn't always work. It works out
see her.
badly always when it's Elizabeth and Booker DeWitt. So, perhaps...
What are you doing?
This is a schematic for the venting system. It shows there are more vents like this one in electronics, the bistro, returns, the book department, and the appliance show floor.
So?
If she's in there are only 6 vents she can come out of. Now there are 5. All these vents are connected to the central heating unit. If we close them off and turn the heat up, she'll be forced out through the central exhaust. It's the only exit.
You want to burn her alive?
No, we just make it hot enough to flush her out.
Can't do that.
Look, either we find her, or one of those splicers will.
All right. Where are the other vents?
Up ahead.
This does not sound like a plan, nor does it sound like Elizabeth really cares much for the safety of the child. What does that say? You can now... I didn't read it. This guy just shot himself in this photo booth or a telephone booth. There's... Even in the original BioShock, there was a kind of high level of searching things and getting elements. And we did have in Minerva's Den, a quest to destroy these. Of course, now it seems like destroying vacuum cleaners does nothing. And they weren't quite like that, but similar. Let's go ahead and pick up the shotgun. None of the guns I'm gonna get are gonna have anywhere as much damage. Oh, and there was a thing with a lockpick back that direction, so maybe if I save up my lockpicks, we'll go back to the main area. And is this Sandra Cohen? Again, just chaining somebody to their display. We really didn't need to have more Cohen. Like, or a different Cohen. Like, he was good in BioShock 1, fine. It was a great section, but don't try to repeat your successes any more than you should try to repeat your failures. Just move on to something new in art. Well,
Need a lock picked.
that's just a storyline.
Challenging.
Lock?
All yours.
I'm gonna go ahead and let's actually hold on to the hand cannon for a while.
Come on, love. Oh, Mickey just wants to give you a little squeeze. You don't want to disappoint your old uncle now, do you?
You come out of there! Ain't no fair keeping that tasty atom locked up in your stomach. Ain't no fair.
Quiet, you
Freight
yank.
hooks
She
allow
comes
you
out
to.
for the honey, not the vinegar.
Alright. I'm holding this and releasing. We'll just take a moment to hack this.
DeWitt, catch!
That'll do.
So this guy's.
We need to close these vents.
So it seems like I might end up buying a bunch of bullets. Or maybe just not doing anything with these systems. This is almost the exact proof that let's see. That's not right. So I don't know how I could get it. That the two systems from BioShock 1 and 2 versus the systems in BioShock Infinite are freight hooks. Oops, I'm about to die. Well, I thought that's what I was supposed to do. And she pulls me back to the previous room. Well, I just don't feel like we're going to go anywhere or do anything here. It's just gonna be 6 fights.
The future, huh? Yeah, that kid got hold of that damn radar range last night. Started trying it out on everything. Apples, marshmallows, spoons. Had himself a fine time until our Pekingese stepped in the way. And for some reason, I'm the one in touch with the wife.
See the vent? Over there.
So don't forget the code.
She's picking up bullets for me. 3958. So I guess what we're doing here. Can we afford something? It's just looking around for right now. A lot of advertisements and stuff. Now sells weapons. Interesting. So I can increase a couple mods here for find radar range.
Sorry, honey. I have been in the weeds this entire shift. Oh, that's just terrific. Oh, the two of you. Oh, and a doctor, no less. Now, you be sure to bring me some pictures of you in the gown. Now, you hear?
The thing here is the people of Rapture and the people of Columbia, except for the main bad guys, are just sheep. And they only work as characters as sheep.
Don't you talk back to me,
I didn't realize I was going to end up fighting so many people.
Listen! Mr. DeWitt, catch!
perfect timing.
We'll try the shotgun.
Try to keep it stopped.
Like, so the idea of listening to just general splicers have conversations and have slight rememberings of what their life was before they became splicers doesn't really help or do anything. And I may have to listen to that code again. I don't think I think I may have actually forgotten it. I could certainly understand why they made this DLC like this, though. I'm sure people were not completely happy, or at least some people, with being in Colombia. Freight hooks. Thanks for telling me about freight hooks. There's no freight hooks anywhere around here.
Go ahead.
Sure thing.
Like, literally no freight hooks anywhere around here. And see, I might as well have shut the man, this thing is not... It's not even succeeding.
It's a radar range. Never could figure out if the thing's designed to cook a turkey or a splicer.
Damn door's got a key code lock. No way to get in without knowing what it is.
Alright. So I'm assuming maybe the radar range is going to be part of this.
Two down. Where to now?
And so this is funny, you can just bring back this. And it seems like it's mostly, if not completely, repaired. So if anybody decides to come back this direction, look how... I thought these were melons. They're plates. Wow. It's a low resolution when I can't even tell. Alright. So, if we come over here, 3058. What is it? Did I misread that? Man, that text is just so small. 305. We'll just brute force it. You know what? We'll just listen to the audio.
Got hold of that damn radar range last night. Started trying it out on everything. Apples, marshmallows, spoons. Had himself a fine time until our Pekingese stepped in the way. And for some reason, I'm the one in touch with the wife. Well, I locked the damn thing up. Oh, so don't forget the code. It's 3958.
9. And where's the subtitles for all that? Again, a lockpick. And...
Watch it. We've got company.
You have a friend over, honey?
well, this is new.
All right.
This is interesting. But am I gonna fight anything that makes this worth having? It's too slow, frankly. That's too slow too. It's all too slow. I could use some more money. You can't search this. And my health is good, so we can move forward. But I thought that radar range would do something for us. And the only thing it did is it reset this area. Oops. It does seem to lock in on things. But now I'm out of both handgun and well, pretty much everything else. So I think you've given me guns and then given me close to no way of actually using them. At least that's what it feels like. And see, I kind of want this to see if I can burn it. Just go ahead and close this.
Halfway there.
Halfway there? Oh, I guess we are. We at the very beginning closed one, and then we've done two. And does feel like this is going way too fast? Say this and this, and then shotgun. Nope. So that was wasted. I do have this.
Come on without me.
Skyhook. Which does me like no good at all. And there's a skyhook up here. See, they're definitely trying to change how things work. Still can't afford these upgrades. So this does just feel like you're supposed to have telepathy, because there's no way I'm getting to that without something. And I don't think it's a plasmid upgrade. Let's look here. If we come over to plasmids, shock jockey. I don't think the shock jockey upgrade would change. So maybe if I found a piece of clothing that would make me immune to being shocked, That would make sense. A little bit, but that's about all I can figure. It's burnt dull and creepiness, and the game's trying to scare me, and it's not really gonna succeed because you can't make a horror game where you... I didn't even need to hit that with Shock Jockey, did I? It's just not gonna work when you can open tears in the world and
Do it.
Done.
and
I'm a legend, you hear? A legend!
like, how close do I have to get?
Working? Where is she?
See this decoy? Somebody's still around.
Look. There. Splicers.
Where? Way over there. Okay. That's apparently too far
That
away.
lock needs picking.
I'll see what I can do. It's done.
Let's see. Search safe. Get out of the way.
How many have you had?
A lot. And now I'm drunk.
Observation number 17 regarding unknown phenomena. Phenomena presents is odd shimmer through which is observed what? Men in strange hats, women in large dresses, buildings that float. Is phenomena window to other space? Other time? What was it Einstein said? The only reason for time is so not everything happen at once.
Oh, and this is one of those cases where alcohol actually isn't, I think, even helping me. I don't think it gives me Eve or health. Which is odd and not how I think it should be balanced. So, before we close that, I wanted to come over here and make sure we listen to this, because I don't think we did.
All I could think was there are millions of bacteria in each drop of saliva. Did he brush his teeth? Well, what if he touched a doorknob and then put his fingers to his lips? I waited weeks for that kiss. And ruined.
What exactly were they trying to keep out?
Something worse than them.
And what could that be?
You'll know it when you see it.
So we finally gonna find some super spicers or slicers, spicers. What are they? Splicers. Yeah. Alright. This doesn't feel like a...
Something challenging.
This doesn't feel like it's something part of the main game.
Yours.
The food, the band. Even your parents are behaving.
Bridal.
Really? You mean it? I tried so hard to reduce to fit into this gown. I just wanted to look beautiful for you. I knew right away, silly. Right there at the cashmere. You were sitting with that horrible girl. What was her name? And I said to myself,
Let's just listen.
he'll be sitting with me.
I don't know if she was dangerous. Just insane.
Next time, I'll be sure to ask.
And so what's this? Bullets have a 50% chance to do fire, electric, or ice damage versus melee strikes do twice as far. I will go ahead and equip this new weapon. See, here we have a picture of people's faces. Interesting. Slightly creepy. This looks like a real person.
They must be swimming with disease.
Betty, it's 5 o'clock. Dinner should be on.
Never leave here with the sick.
But it won't be ready for another hour. Betty,
And see, that sounds exactly like the lady that we got the recording from before. And see, there she is. It's like we're getting a complete backstory of each of the splicers that we are one by one killing, which is an interesting idea, I suppose. That let's go ahead and listen to this one.
Why can't Franklin read quietly in a corner like I did as a child? Careless. Not a single thought to where an accident might leave us. Dr. Wortham prescribed a plasmid. A mother's little helper to keep me sharp. I've had my misgivings, but I let my guard down for a second. That boy may get himself killed.
And see, she came to me. So do we have now splicers that are specifically focused around the idea of focused around parents that lost their kids or are afraid of losing their kids? Is that the idea? Let's see, where are we now?
Go ahead.
There you
I
go.
guess we can immediately get these medical
There's another
kits.
vent.
I'm going to skin you alive. Don't walk away when I'm talking to you.
Now, here's a trick. If you can't see them,
Who do you think you are?
just hit your melee button and you will automatically center on them. And see, I just got a lockpick for that kill. See, I need all these bullets back and anything that might have been left. And let's get out of this bridal section. Shh, he's inside. There's a giant teddy bear. And I imagine I don't want to, like, close everything quite yet. You can change your current quest objectives. Thanks for these tutorial thing helps. Maybe that's because I'm going to different places.
There. It's trouble.
Now I've got that guy running towards me.
You know there's rats in there. The size of ponies.
Self-optimization
Done.
and empiricism.
I've got ammo. You need this.
Oh boy, do I need this. Like, my guns are...
Over there, it's an ice.
I just don't have enough. Come on, let's switch guns again. I get the idea of what they're trying to do here with having us switch guns. I feel like we did a lot of that in BioShock 1, maybe even BioShock 2. I know one of them, it's hard to remember now. One of them seemed to be a lot better at forcing the player to switch things around. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and close this one. That leaves one more.
Okay, next one.
I also need to switch this gun. We'll keep this in reserve. I imagine we're gonna find that we need that. It makes sense that if a Big Daddy was to show up and take the little sister, that would make this game go a little bit longer, but it also kind of doesn't make a ton of sense why that didn't get mentioned. Like, you would think...
Sally? Sally, it's me, Booker. Now, you come out now. Sally? Dear, do you hear me? It's me, Booker. Now listen, dear. You come out right now!
Mr. DeWitt, she's not coming. Now let's get the rest of these vents sealed. It's the only way.
Wait a minute. If that's a vent, then did we not need to seal vent?
No. Sure thing.
Because we haven't done this one.
There should be one more.
Like, I must be off on my count. And see, that's flickering all the way from over here.
Open it.
There.
I can attach here.
Go ahead. I'll be fine.
And this does like nothing helpful. Alright. Fiction. Seems like there would be something hidden somewhere around here, but nothing amazingly important. Let's see. Radar ammo, I think I can buy without any complaint. Carbine ammo, I think we can get. Shotgun ammo, I'm still good on. Tommy gun ammo, I think I'm still good on. You see, this is a hairpin locks part of the game, so now I imagine this. I imagine this would be something that would just trigger immediately, but
can you open this, Elizabeth?
Apparently not.
Child's play. All done.
We hear more splicers in appliances.
Over there. You see him?
No. I don't. I see one guy. And I missed.
Now.
There you go.
You're such a far way away from just the standard shock him with shock jockey and hit him with a wrench.
Eve, catch.
The gameplay just feels completely different.
Do it.
What is this tear, by the way?
Now.
Done. Ammo, DeWitt.
I suppose you could just never buy ammo. That might be the right thing to do. Like, since you know the game is going to give you more eventually. Alright, so this allows me some more ammo, and there's just a bunch of vacuum cleaner parts there. And it takes 3 health kits to fill up my health, even though I haven't upgraded it even once. So if I did use some of the Lutry's upgrades for an increase in health, would that even be helpful? I mean, eventually, assuming there's like a new game plus mode without playing in 1999 mode, which I suppose you would have to do something like that. Eventually I would assume this lady's in the oven, and that was not a coincidence. That was placed there specifically. Yeah, I kind of assume there is a new game plus mode. Otherwise, it's just gonna be odd. An odd inability to upgrade your system, your shield to the maximum, or your health to the maximum, or your Eve to the maximum. But that also might be exactly the case. I don't remember if they actually let you upgrade everything that was available in the BioShock 2 DLC, Minerva's Den. Now there was also the Protector trials in BioShock 2. And when you think about those as another piece of DLC, that really puts you in a much better... I cannot see through this very well. It puts you in a better position to like what happened as far as DLC in BioShock 2.
Locked from the other side. How the hell...
Look. I think I can squeeze through. Give me a boost.
So, here we're doing a kind of exact adult version of what the little sisters do. They crawl through vents. It's possible that maybe I am the Booker DeWitt that becomes Songbird.
What's taking so long?
I can't get this.
Come on!
Just give me a second.
Wait a minute. That makes no sense at all. Like, how is it that...
Don't pretend you don't recognize me.
She... How in the world would you go from being able to pick every single lock ever to having now to
Stay with me, Mr.
Well, I don't know why she's trying to keep me alive, and here you can see it's loading in an odd way. So it didn't really expect me to die there.
We can head that way when you're ready.
Welcome to the circus. Come back when you get some money, buddy.
Yeah.
You want to mind control everybody? Public address system. That's how you do it, Cavalry. You
don't look so good.
He just handed it to me. Interesting.
I'll try to keep it stopped.
Something terrible's about to happen.
Out of Eve. They've frozen. Let's just see. Where is he? Yeah, give me the Eve. It decided not to give me the Eve. Interesting. So, what's with the door? I have 7 locks now.
Go ahead.
Lockpicks. Get as much of this as possible. And see, health kit, we don't need that. What was that sound? That wasn't me. And see, this looks like that might actually just be a Booker DeWitt clone there. So she lets me through. Or she was gonna let me through, and I guess I don't ever get to see the little cutscene that would have been evolved around that. Where's this toolbox? Is she standing on it, or is she a toolbox? Maybe it disappeared. And the game wants me to go that way. Towards the central exhaust. And it's worth remembering that these are not the Little Sisters. This is called the Little Wonders. Something slightly different. So maybe in this universe, the Atom is something completely different from Adam in BioShock 1, and they don't have slugs in their stomachs, and they're not sucking the blood out of things, out of corpses, and sucking the Atom out of corpses. There's a lot of dead people there. And this rocket launcher doesn't seem to have a problem with me, as I'm blind drunk. Wouldn't that be funny? You can't be targeted when you're drunk. Interesting. I think running around pulls you out of this. I don't have enough Eve. Well, I lucked out there.
Observation number 22.
Negative
regarding
Eve.
unknown phenomena. What is the source of phenomena? Suchong employ observers. Observer task to find more phenomena. Observer reports back. Young woman appear from phenomena. And just as soon, young woman disappear. Observer has nothing else to report on topic. If Suchong can find this woman, she will make interesting new phenomena.
So apparently drinking alcohol does increase your health but reduces your Eve. But it's so hard to even see. The text is so small for me. Now I am sitting and watching this on a probably 40-inch TV from 10 feet away, so it's hardly the PC experience if you'd normally have if you just had a monitor in front of you. When your shield breaks, damage dealt and movement speed are increased for 5 seconds compared to just a basic shirt. Well, I will definitely equip that. Some help when my shield breaks. So again, it feels like Suchong is observing Elizabeth and turncoats, and it almost feels like I'd be able to work my way this way, but I don't think so. I feel like I need to kind of hurry because I feel like there's a good chance that we are approaching the end of the first part of the story. And you can see that was somebody with the AD thing, with the AD brand and a DeWitt brand, getting baptized. And in this universe, being baptized seems to represent something of a variable, as they tried to have this rough story that explained everything of constants and variables, and it seems like one of the variables points is when your head is dunked underwater. The slacker is not your friend. The smooth taste expectant mothers crave. Interesting. See, they want us to go that way, so let's spotlight this place. Seems like we may have hit another central location or of a toy store where we're gonna have a big fight. And there's no maps here, right? And I've only gotten 2 shield upgrades. Can't climb up this ladder. There's nothing to climb there. This horse, they had wind-up horses in BioShock Infinite that were supposed to, well, they won't wind up, but electric horses, they were supposed to be a lot more important, I think, than they ended up.
Alright, let me go check the exhaust vent.
And here we've got some toy soldiers. Looks like there's some more things over there. A motorized Patriot. Like, we might as well bring that into the place to begin with. Good question to ask is, if she brings a motorized Patriot, does it fight for both of you, or does it just fight for her? If she decides, can she, at a single snap of her fingers, have it turn on you?
No sign of her. Looks like we'll need to turn up the thermostat if we're gonna flush her out. It's over that way.
Now!
On it.
Machine guns. Let's try to...
Mr. DeWitt, the thermostat's back upstairs.
Do it now.
Sure thing.
It'd be nice to just have a full bullet set up before we do anything. Can we not just have...
We need to head for that thermostat. It's our only
a
option.
little bit of peace before we end up in a major fight?
The thermostat, Mr. DeWitt.
Apparently
Waiting
not.
won't make this any easier.
Apparently not. So we're gonna go burn a little sister or make her at least uncomfortable. The problem with this idea is it makes no sense. You're not gonna be able to turn up a thermostat just slightly. It's gonna go on full blast and be incredibly dangerous. And see, this is the other side of that building. So, whatever they were barricading against is now coming.
The thermostat's right there. Turn the heat up.
I'm not going to burn her.
It's the only way to bring her to us. If you won't do it, I will.
Well, then you do it. You do it then.
Mr. DeWitt.
Turn up the thermostat. You know what? I'm just gonna make you do it. Let's just see what happens. Alright, let's just move forward.
Turn it up.
What?
Turn the goddamn thermostat up.
Alright, it's at 65 and she just turned it all the way.
Do you hear that? We need to get back to the exhaust before we lose the girl again.
Sally! Sally, come out! It isn't working.
I told you she's coming.
It isn't working. Turn it off.
If we turn it off, it's not gonna work.
We have to turn it off. We are hurting her.
Where is it? This is the only one.
Look!
Sally! Sally? Sally, it's Booker. It's me. Sally, come on. I'm gonna get you out of here. Sally! Come out here right now! Sally.
And he does have the Anna DeWitt. Big surprise. Come on, we need better guns. Now, we don't have any of these special armor-piercing things. Let's see.
I haven't found anything.
Alright, now here's the problem. We are almost completely out of bullets.
got it.
Mr. DeWitt, the girl.
And there's nothing on him, and that seems awful. Like, that's just horrible.
It's okay, Sally.
Is she?
Look, it's Sarah. Huh? She's come to see you. We're going home. Do you want to go home? Don't, please. Don't. I'm here. I just want to take you home. I just want you to stop.
You're hurting her.
She's got to come with me.
She's not your child.
She is mine.
Let her go. Let her go.
She's mine. Shut it down. Shut down the machine.
You've got to pull her through.
Shut down the machine. No, she's not through. Shut it down.
Let's see. In that instance, they cut off the head of Anna DeWitt.
All of it. That poor child.
She wasn't yours, Comstock.
Oh, no.
I wasn't.
No.
Yet you had to have me, didn't you?
No, this isn't right.
When the guilt was too much.
You turned to us to solve your problem.
To provide a place to go where you might forget.
Where there never was an Anna in the first place.
Comstock was never one to own up to his errors, was he, brother?
Never comfortable with the choices he made.
Always seeking someone else's life to claim as his own.
So this is one of the things I guessed.
Child. I am so sorry.
No, you're not. But you're about to be.
What was the whole point of this? Certainly went through a lot of work to get revenge on a Comstock that killed an Anna that's not that Elizabeth. I mean, this seems so incredibly pointless. And of course they're gonna leave us on a cliffhanger, aren't they? And so next time we'll start Burial Sea Part 2, which, I mean, if we're playing as Comstock, a bad guy, effectively, I don't know what redemption journey you can really have here. Is this just going to be something completely different? Like, am I just gonna go against Elizabeth with all her power and try and kill her as the bad guy? That seems kind of crazy. In fact, this whole DLC so far has seemed crazy and kind of dull and kind of short, and we'll just have to see, I guess. We've been going an hour, so as always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.